Livity love. All
And
right.
all that jazz.
Oh
Swiggity swooty, I'm coming for that loot.
So last time we played, everyone died, and Jeff has now gone missing.
Oh my god, could you imagine, like, everyone dies, and then, like, I'm just on a shelf, tiny, by myself in this fucking, like,
It's
ancient
really,
wizard world?
if you think about this spell, it is actually terrifying. It is actually a terrifying spell.
I don't actually know what the spell is yet, so I will take your word for it.
It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids shit. Like, how the fuck do I even get out of here now?
Yeah, I mean, it's really
What
bad.
you've got to do is you've got to spin around 3 times, clap your hands.
Yeah, that'll surely work.
You are now the size of a thimble, and you have disadvantage on everything.
That will surely
Except for attack rolls.
surely work. Well, let me pull up my my YouTubes or my Twitches. Good morning, everyone. I don't know if anyone's awake enough to be watching us yet, but if you are, good morning, and we appreciate you.
Where is my
All right.
D&D Beyond.tm
Yeah.
sheet?
So as everyone logs in and gets ready for the game here, I do want to say that Saturn got me this nice little book, everyone,
Yeah.
as a gift. It's a
Hey.
Candle Keep book. It's got 16 different adventures from people all around the world that Wizards of the Coast has curated, and all sorts of cool art. Like look at this shit.
Please tell me one of them is a kill campaign,
this
because
shit.
I need to know that it's a kill
There's
campaign.
there's a whole freaking map. There's a whole map of freaking. There's a whole art map that you can tear out
Oh, that's cool.
and like put up, and there's like, I mean, it's dope. Like, look at this art of like fairies and shit. There's like fairies art.
That is nice art.
Fey
I love fairies.
Yeah,
That's all player homebrew stuff, isn't it?
yeah. It's all player. Well, yeah, it's all player created stuff, and so I love it. It's gonna be dope as hell to play through
is cool.
some of those. And also, I wanted to show off. She also had commissioned some art of Xena, and so I wanted to show that on the screen. So that's what that looks like. You can see Xena is there giving out cookies to a young girl in Bryn Shander, in Towns. So yeah, pretty awesome.
Which is no longer on the map.
I love the detail. Like there's so many little details here, like the sled dogs in the back.
And also, I think it was interesting because the artist is from Portugal, so he actually had never heard of a sled or sled dogs, and he never knew anything about it. So he had to actually like Google images and try to figure out how he was going to draw it because he himself had never experienced snow or sled dogs or sledding or anything like that.
Yeah.
He actually was very intrigued. He was like, wow, there's dogs that pull sleds in the snow? That's so cool. Like he didn't even know that was a thing. So
That's how I
it's
have to get
kind
to
of
work every day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's preferred mode
I
of
thought
transportation.
I thought that was really cool that he learned something through doing that.
And another cool thing, like if you look on the right side of the image by the door there, underneath the welcome sign, there's actually a. Let me see if I can enhance. Hold on, let me enhance. Enhance. Oh my god. Technology. Hold on. I'm gonna enhance this. Alright, so yeah, if you look on the door, right there, underneath the welcome sign, there is concept art for another drawing as an Easter egg.
Or Xena.
Underneath the welcome sign. So
Yeah.
that's coming later, probably. So
Right.
yeah. Alright. So that's enough showing off the art. Let's get into the recap, and then we'll get into the game. All right. So previously on the Meddlers in Icewind Dale, actually, this is before I start. This is session 14 that we're on right now, titled "Rite of the Arcane Octad." I know, very mysterious. Okay, so about a week ago, the Meddlers were tipped off that Mina Morrow, Xena's wizardly sister, could be found working with a cult known as the Cult of the Black Sword. Rumor had it that they had taken over the town of Caer Dinval. Upon arrival to the town, our heroes found that the Black Sword cultists were all wearing necklaces that had small black chatelaine swords hanging from them. According to Mina, the cultists believed that they were on a mission from their lord, the archdevil Levistus, and that he was communicating to them somehow to further his goals. The Meddlers saw a statue of Levistus depicting a devil wrapped in chains in the cistern at the bottom of Caer-Denval's keep. Shortly after that, the Meddlers, accompanied by Xena's sister Mina, have finally arrived at the ancient Netherese city of Ythrin. Their goal is simple: to find a way with the city's ancient and powerful magic to end the everlasting winter caused by Auril the Frostmaiden and free 10 towns, and perhaps the world, from a frozen doom. Mina agreed to help as long as she could take any wizard items and spellbooks found, as well as to learn any information on the secrets of chronomancy or the manipulation of time. Her goal was to go back in time and save her and Xena's dead brother, Narenvain. Upon entering the city, our heroes began exploring. First, they entered into a high-stakes game of chain lightning, a sport that involved throwing a ball electrified with lightning at members of the opposing team to knock them out of the game, similar to dodgeball, but with electric balls. After winning the match against a team of strange blue-skinned humanoids with bald heads, our heroes claimed their trophy, and their next stop was the Tower of Transmutation, hoping to find a way to help Xena with her huge-sized problem. Working together with Mina, Glare was able to use the workshop at the top of the tower to enchant Xena's bracers with a special size suppression infusion that would allow her to shrink to half her giant size on demand. The Meddlers also solved a gravity-defying puzzle and gained one piece of a ritual required to enter the main spire of the ancient city. Afterwards, Jeff swore an oath of vengeance and renounced his pact with the Frostmaiden completely. After a dramatic moment with the help of his friends, managed to forge a new pact with the Archfey Titania, Queen of the Summer Court. After that, they explored a few more places of interest and made their way to the Tower of Abjuration, which happens to be Mina's magical school of expertise. Upon entering and heading upstairs, the Meddlers found a sternly locked door. Glare struggled a bit with the door, so Jeff used a knock spell to unlock it, but then suddenly triggered a magical trap that shrunk him down to a tiny size and he disappeared. Now, our heroes search for Jeff and perhaps another clue from the magic tower. So, that's where we start off tonight. You all have just watched Jeff sort of shrink in size and then disappear out of existence. And you don't know where he went. But you find yourselves in this blue walled room with like these smooth blue walls and like marble floor on the ground. The door in front of you has been opened.
Where the hell did he go?
Don't know.
Would Glare know that spell out of curiosity?
Make an Arcana check. I'll have Mina do it as well. You don't know. Mina rolled a 1 and a 2. So she's like, I didn't quite get a good glimpse at what happened there. What happened to him?
Well, he just drank and then disappeared. Isn't this your bloody tower? Wouldn't you know what the hell that spell was?
I'm afraid I didn't get a good look at it. I was paying attention to a book over here. But there may be some place in this tower where we can learn more answers.
Glare steps into the room and starts just looking around.
Okay, as you step into the room, you see... Hold on.
No. No, I don't see anything, do I?
Yeah. As you step into the room, you see that you see that beyond the door is a large room dominated by a lavish, upward-leaning staircase. Columns flank either side of the room, though the right one has fallen. 5 well-armored, greenish-blue-skinned humanoid figures stand at attention at the base of the stairs.
Oh, okay. This really isn't my day, is it? Do they appear hostile?
Not yet.
This is going to probably give Glare a headache, but he casts detect magic as a spell and just looks around to see if he can see where the hell Jeff might have gone.
You cast detect magic, and you you get a sense that you can't sense anything magical on this floor where you're at right now. In this room.
Is there any remnants?
Oh, actually, these guys are all magical.
Of course they are.
These guys are all conjuration are radiating from them. Or actually, fuck, hold on. Hold on. It's either conjuration or necromancy. Oh, wait, it's transmutation. Sorry. Oh, wow. Okay, it's transmutation. Sorry.
Examining the door, do I get any indication of what spell might have been used as the trap there?
Well, you already rolled for that, didn't you? Arcana check?
Yeah, I did. I just want to see if I could see the aura at all and see if I could look around and see
it
if
was
there's any comparable
abjuration.
aura.
You'd get, like, residual abjuration.
And there's no residual aura around the room either. Galair looks around both rooms, I guess, just kind of...
Not in these rooms, no. But you do see a staircase going up.
And it's past the Blue Man Group, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is.
Alright, is it too much to hope that you idiots can talk?
They say, we can talk.
Oh. How come you didn't say anything when I walked in the room?
And the language that they use as they speak to you is this strange, ancient form of Elvish that is like a different dialect. Like, you can understand what they say and you communicate to them, but it's definitely weird. And they'll say, we can talk. We just had nothing to say.
Nothing to say about someone coming into your room after many years and just looking around? You just stood there and watched?
So far, you have not done anything disrespectful to the tower.
I'm about to if you don't tell me where my friend is.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, good. Yeah, Glare specialty. Hang on. And -1.
They say, we do not answer to you. We protect this tower in name of High Abjur... Hold on. Taruth.
Well, that's special. Anyone else have any ideas? Okay.
Yeah.
Because Glare's about to pull out the Warhammer.
Do you have any idea about the spell on the door? What it does? Or did?
No, we do not have any information on the magical traps in this place.
One second, looking something up because I'm about to do something.
Okay.
Can we just kill them and be done with it?
I think we're in agreement here.
We should focus on finding our friend first. I'm just looking up things I could.
He's probably upstairs.
Yeah, Glare's just gonna grunt and try to push past them.
Okay, roll for initiative.
Yeah, I thought so.
I was gonna try and do something fancy, but yeah.
Everyone roll for initiative. Yay!
Except me.
Except Jeff.
Roll initiative. 19 and 14. I'll take the 19, please.
Alright. 19, you said?
Yep.
Alright, you are going... This guy. Okay. So, Xena, you are the first up. You sort of have to, actually you don't. You fit nicely through the doors with your new, smaller size. And you go in the room. You see 5 of these blue-skinned people. They kind of look like this, by the way. They're wearing armor, these guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, what do you do?
Do I still have, like, the stuff on my... Do I just roll the...
Yeah, for your rolls at this size, it's gonna be the normal one. So the unarmed strike, 1d6, the plus 12, and then the 1d6 plus 8. At this size.
And there's a door behind them?
There are like stairs that go up like a spiral staircase to this to the next floor.
Okay, and I can't fit through those stairs whenever I'm big?
You can at your current size, but if you were to grow one more size up, you could not fit.
Okay, so whenever I roll, I can just do the attack at the top, like those attacks are the correct ones?
Yeah, when you're smaller, you can use basically the 1d6 roll. When you're bigger, you use the 2d6 roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna hit one of them.
Okay.
Next to Glare, I guess in the middle.
Okay, go ahead and move where you want to go and beat the shit out of
I guess here.
Yay. Yep, the first one hits. You hitting the one right next to Glare? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you come down with your first punch. You sort of crack. You hear the crack of the creature's armor as you break into it with your first fist. Go ahead and keep going. Yep, that hits as well. So this time you sort of raise your leg up and like hit him with your heel on top of the head. And you watch as like this blue blood is starting to drip down the creature. Yep, and that hits as well. They are looking very hurt as you come across with like an elbow now across the face. Looking very hurt, very bloody.
I want to spend a key to use patient defense.
Okay. So you get down after that into a stance. This 10-foot tall elf, Xena, gets down into a defensive stance, predicting their moves. And as you do that, one of them is going to attack you with its greatsword. Two attacks. It's going to swing once, but you sort of step on the sword as it tries to get you in the leg. It's going to go for you again. Has disadvantage, so because you're in patient defense, you sort of grab the greatsword between your hands before it hits you, and you just stare at the creature, like looking down at it as you grab the greatsword. Good job. Alright, this one is going to attack you, Glare, since you're right in its face.
Yep.
But unfortunately, it swings twice, and you're just blocking them with your shield. These great sword hits as they're coming down on you. And it is your turn.
Oh, so that's how you want to play, huh?
Oh, actually, yeah, go ahead. Technically, it's Relbin's turn, but you two have the same initiative, and Relbin has higher dex, but you just go ahead.
Now, do you have a plan ready in mind, or?
Yeah, I'll say
Nope.
you two decide who wants to go first.
You can go first.
I'm probably going to take 3 opportunity attacks here from this.
Oh, shit.
1, 2, 3.
You would take, 3 opportunity attacks. Alright. 3 great swords coming at you. I think only one of those hits. So, 2 of them
20
try
AC.
to... this is 23 to hit. So, 2 of them try to swing at you, and they just sort of strike the Iron Man-esque armor that you're wearing, your Artificer or Guardian armor. But the last one manages to find a spot in between the plates and just jabs their greatsword in between there. You take 7 points of slashing damage. as you make your way over.
As a compartment opens in Glaire's armor's back, and a cannon mounts itself on his shoulder.
Giant lightning bolt shoots out, striking all of these guys in a line. And Xena, you watch as this giant lightning bolt just like courses through all these guys. Let's have them all roll dex saves. They have advantage, actually. There's something about them.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah.
He has the same thing that Mina has?
Yeah.
No, mine's better!
His is more technologically bent, but yeah, basically the same thing. Oh, one of them got a nat 20. Alright, one more. Sorry. A lot of dex saves. Okay, so first one does. What's your save DC?
16.
16. So he succeeds, barely. Taking 13 points of lightning damage. So he manages, the first one ducks out of the way. The second one takes the full hit. 27 points of damage as he is electrocuted to hell and back, and he's looking bloodied. His friend got a natural 20, so he takes 13 points of damage. The last one failed. He's deleted. The one that Xena was punching on. He just sort of electrocutes and falls over, and his great sword clangs on the marble floor below. And the last one succeeds with a 20, 30, 20, 13 points of damage. They don't take as much damage as you thought because they seem to be resistant to magical spells, these guys.
Oh. Well then.
Well, they have advantage.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so it wasn't resistant.
It wasn't resistant.
I get you.
I don't want to...
I get you.
Yeah. But yeah, Relbin, you are up after all that.
Okay, I'm gonna, let's see, summon Beast at 2nd level.
Alright, let me go get your wolf. I assume it's a wolf.
Yep. I'm gonna have it attack this one right here. Or actually, I'm gonna summon it right here.
Ooh, this wolf apparates, sort of. This golden wolf with fey lights sort of dancing around it appears next to you, Glare.
Okay, and I'm gonna command it to attack these things.
Go for
starting
it.
with this one.
Pack tactics, let's go. Get it with that bite. Yeah.
Okay. In second, just look up the spell, the damage. It's D8 plus 4 plus 2.
Okay, 10 points of damage as the wolf bites into its like. You watch as this like blue blood is like forming down its teeth as it bites into this thing's leg. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that is it for this turn.
Okay. This guy is going to move around here and try to go for you, Relbin, with his greatsword. 2 melee attacks. Unfortunately, you just sort of dodge out of the way. As he's swinging wildly at you, you're just able to sort of use your dexterity to dodge and weave out of the way. Mm-hmm. This guy down here is next to Glare, so he's going to take 2 greatsword swipes at Glare. 22 to hit Glare, so you take 10 points of slashing damage from the first one. As he sort of cuts through the armor, but the second one you manage to put your shield up in time before he hits you. And that, we're at the top of the round. Xena, you're up.
I'm gonna try to, I guess, hit the one.
Oh shit, did I forget Mina? My bad.
Mm-hmm.
What did she roll for initiative? Oh, she's really high. She's with Xena for initiative. So I'll say Mina will go, then Xena, then Mina again. Okay, so Mina is going to... She's going to, she's right behind Xena, and she's about half Xena's size, obviously, because they're twins. And she's going to tap you on the thigh, or whatever area, Xena, and she's going to say, "Go get him, sis." And you feel your heart again beat faster again as you are hasted. So, +2 AC, extra attack, yada yada yada. And then she's just going to go over here and yawn and be like, "You all deal with them." have fun. That's it, perfect. Xena, you're up. Now you're hasted. I'm put a red dot on you to show you're hasted.
What does haste mean again?
So that means you get 5 attacks, basically.
Oh shit!
If you use flurry of blows.
Okay, so I'll hit the one to my left.
Yeah.
First.
And plus 3s. Why is that only the damage? Do the to hit roll.
Oh.
Okay, so 11 points of damage with the first strike. Your fists are now like super fast, twice as fast as they were before, for 11 points of damage. Your second strike, however, misses as you sort of punch the ground near it as it jumps out of the way. Third strike hits.
I'm gonna spend a key to
Keep going, yeah. So one more strike. So the last 3 hits. So you pummel the shit out of this guy, and he is dead. As you guys watch as the 10-foot tall Xena just pummels this guy, and he just looks like a battered, broken blue man, like falling to the ground.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what is that dog? Sorry.
Oh my god, is that the Pomeranian?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I thought it was
Every time. I told you, it's really.
If I were you, I would walk out there and tell my neighbor, like, Jesus.
I
like,
thought you were friggin'. I thought that was one of Saturn's dogs.
No. It's this his Pomeranian, it's his neighbor, and every time it walks down the hallway, it screams all the way down the hallway. Like, why?
It actually shows up in the game and attacks you. No.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh god. Well, they're doing that. I have to fight a fucking Pomeranian.
Just like one Okay. So.
Oh, I would have had to make several concentration because I've got just. Hang on.
Okay.
Because I have detect magic on right now. I forgot about that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Mina will sort of just as she's sitting down on the ground, like continuing to read her book while you guys are fighting. She's gonna look up and point a finger at one of them and fire a ball of lightning in his face, and it strikes him right in the chest. Takes 12 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so I don't have detect magic up right now. Wow. Okay.
All right, and it is that guy's turn that just got hit by lightning. He's gonna rush up and try to attack the giant woman with his greatsword. But Xena, as he tries to hit you with his greatsword, you just grab it and just stare at him like again, and they're just like, they don't show any fear or emotion. They're like almost like robotic in the way that they fight you.
So weird.
It is very alien and bizarre. Glare, your turn. You're up. So you just lost concentration on your detect magic and sort of shake it off.
Alright. Well, let's frag-rack these bitches.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As you smash them once across the face with your glowing warhammer. Okay. First one hits, the second one is a miss, unfortunately. As you sort of lose your balance a little bit.
I'll circle around.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I'm also gonna use a bonus action for barrier. I'm starting to take a few hits.
Okay. What's your current HP, by the way? I think I have to update your token.
Oh, 35 with 10 temp.
Okay, so 45 total. So we'll do 35 here and then 10 over. Okay. Relman, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna risk an opportunity attack. Take a step back.
17 to hit. So as you step back, he sort of begins to slice up you, and you panic for a moment, but it cuts against that serpent skin armor on your chest, which protects you just enough to step back.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Produce Slam that guy.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. As you summon this golden flame in your hands as it crackles, lob it at the guy. Hits. Burns against his bald head for 7 points of fire damage. Go ahead and make.
Bonus actions I got. I get bonus action healing word at 2nd level on Glare.
Okay. So Glare, you are healed for 10 points of healing as these fey lights begin to gather and sort of mend some of your wounds from all these greatsword slashes. Some of them begin to heal up, and your fur is no longer bloodied in that area.
And I can command my wolf to try and finish this guy off.
Mm-hmm. Go for it. Attack tactics, so he has advantage, but still, okay, that hits. Eight points of damage as the wolf is sort of grabbing onto that leg still, biting into it. He looks very hurt, very bloodied, but not quite dead yet. And it's his turn. He is going to try to hit Glare. Miss on the first strike, and miss on the strike. So he swings twice. This time, Glare, you're like more focused. You're just blocking it with your shield. And with that, Xena, it's your turn again. Your heart's beating fast. Everyone around you seems to be moving a lot slower than normal. This is a strange feeling, but you kind of like it. What do you do?
There's only 2 of them left.
3.
There's one below Glare.
2 of them look very hurt. The one by Glare is really hurt. There's also one next to you.
Oh, there's 2 in front of me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll hit whichever one in front of me looks the most hurt.
That's the. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, hold on.
That one hits right across the face. This giant sized fist, size of his head, just smashes against it. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, you cave his head in. And he is dead. First target. So he drops to the ground. Clang. Great sword lands. You turn around and do a spinning kick to the other guy. 12 points of damage. You hear his ribs crack. That hits as well, oh my god. 12 points of damage again as you come down with another fist straight from the top. He is looking bloodied now too. Okay.
I guess I'll spend another key.
Okay. Gonna make one more attack.
It's
Actually, you can attack once more regularly because that was your hasted attack. So now you have your bonus action. Yep, he's still alive. You're still spending that key?
I don't really want to.
Okay. And he's just looking completely bloodied and battered. He's got like one broken arm. Like, he's not looking good. But again, there's no sense of fear in these guys at all. It's Mina's turn. She's going to attempt to finish him with a ball lightning. Which, yeah, he's dead. So she just kind of points at him. I've got him. As he just sort of gets electrocuted and his body spasms. He falls to the ground. And with that, Blair, it's your turn.
Alright. I guess I'll just take a couple swings with Fragrack.
Go for it. That hits. Go and roll damage. How do you want to do this?
Glaire's just getting annoyed with all the great sword slashes, just takes the Warhammer and just starts caving in the thing's head.
You watch as this blue blood is like splattering out of this thing's head as Glaire's hammering it like way more than is needed.
Out of the way! Out of the way!
Beats it to a pulp. And that's it for now. The room goes quiet as the sounds of battle have been deafened, and blue blood sort of coats this marble floor of this tower. There are stairs that lead up.
Glare just grunts and starts walking up them.
Yeah, you begin walking up the stairs, and Xena, as the haste sort of begins to wear off and slow down, you find yourself like feeling a bit woozy at the end, like my head, you know, as you sort
do drugs.
Yeah, as you snap out of it, you kind of have to just, as you go up the stairs following Glare, squeezing through this staircase, you kind of have to hold on to the wall for a minute and just take a quick breather, and then you continue up with the rest as the spell wears off. So yeah, I'm going to move you guys to the other part of the map here, just for the sake of whatever. Okay, so up here, You see that as you ascend the stairs, you see that blue flames flicker from braziers spaced around the room, illuminating a huge anvil chiseled with vivid blue runes in the center of the chamber. Resting atop the anvil is a hammer adorned with matching runes. A clear display case sits along the southern wall, containing 3 large sapphires.
I'm gonna do detect magic as a ritual this time, so I don't waste a spell slot.
Okay. So you spend some time detecting magic. And you get the sense that there's strong abjuration magic on the anvil and the 3 gemstones in the back.
Nothing else in the room seems extremely obvious. And abjuration is defensive magic.
Correct.
Any advice, Miss Abjuration, before I walk over there and start hammering things?
Let me take a look. As Mina walks around and she gets closer to the anvil, you all hear a voice in your heads that says, "Feed me your items of power, I beg you," from the anvil.
Okay. Am I going crazy, or did anyone else hear that?
I heard it as well.
Yep, I heard that.
Strange.
I don't like this.
You're not the only one.
Mina sort of goes up on the shelf, like to the shelf nearby where the 3 gems are, and as she's inspecting the gems, Jeff, you see like a giant face of Mina, like huge. Like
I scream out in terror because I think it's Xena or Xena at first.
Yeah. But it's Mina.
Oh gosh, she came for me.
But she's like in like it's like the world is tinted in blue for you.
Because of a glass.
Yeah, you're in like this and so Mina sort of looks at it and she's like looking puzzled. She's like, "I think I found your friend," and she's sort of like laughing a little bit, giggling.
I flip her off.
And she sort of grabs this like blue gem, and Jeff, it's like kind of terrifying. This giant hand just like grabs you, like with his hand, and she sort of brings it over to you all, and you all look as in Mina's palm, you can see that Jeff is like tiny sized, like literally like an inch tall, trapped inside this blue gem.
Blair will kind of give a little bit of a "Where's your web spell now?"
They can't. I can't like shout or anything, can I? They can't hear me at all, can
They
I?
can't hear you through the thing.
I just glare at him.
You see a little flip off if you look really carefully. Yeah.
Okay, well that solves that problem. How do we get him out of this?
So now that Mina's had a chance to look at it, I rolled for her again, and she says, "This is I believe this is a very high-level spell called imprisonment."
And to reverse it?
She sort of looks to the anvil.
That won't have any effect on him?
It shouldn't. Probably.
Probably.
Can I hear them talking at least?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so
can hear
I'm-
them. It's a little muffled, but it's like kind of echoey, but like muffled in a way.
Yeah, I'm
At
so
least
terrified now.
look over the bloody anvil thing before you do. If Glare could go over, Glare's gonna remove the gauntlet so he doesn't touch this thing with his armor, because that is a magical item.
Yeah. So you take off your gloves, revealing your cat paws,
My palm hands, what?
your palm hands.
And I'm going to identify this thing.
Okay. As you sort of spend some time identifying it, you close your eyes, beginning to focus on the object. You realize that this is an item that if you were to strike the hammer down upon an item, that it would basically render any magic in the item useless. So it would like basically just completely take the magic out of any item, aside from, you think, any sort of like artifacts. Any artifact level item probably would not be able to be destroyed in this way, but most things would be.
Okay, well, yeah, it should be relatively safe. Basically, it acts as a dispel item of some kind. Kind of want to take this with me, actually.
Please, give me an item of power. I'll give you anything.
Blair shrugs and kind of motions for me to hand him the gem.
Okay. Oh, Mina will give it to you. Yeah, she'll put it in your hand. She'll be like, "Good luck, Tiny Jeff."
I'm like screaming at her, but nobody can hear me. You fucking bitch! I hate you! I swear to God, if it weren't for Zena, I'll just blast you in the face, you fucker!
Okay.
I'm just screaming as loud as I can. Nobody can hear me. God damn it.
Alright, well, Blair will gently try to tap the gem with the hammer.
Alright. The gem shatters, and nearby you watch as sort of Jeff grows, and now Jeff is sort of sitting on top of this anvil in your normal size. So
I lose my balance and I fall over backwards off the back of it.
yeah.
I'm like, fucking hell, god damn it. Oh, I need a fucking drink.
I need to learn that spell.
I believe that's a 9th level abjuration spell. So good luck.
Where there's a will, there's a way, you know.
Oh, anyway, what the fuck happened?
You got imprisoned, apparently.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Well, you were the one who asked.
Oh, I met with you guys while I was gone. Genius.
Oh, you know, I had to take out, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 guys. I held them back, so, and, you know, it was easy.
Right, so they did all the work and you just took the hits. Okay, moving on.
Excuse me, I had a very, very effective lightning bolt spell. You know, my better version of it.
Yes. Effective lightning bolt.
I'm gonna show you effective frag rock upside the head. Anyways.
You suddenly hear a voice in your head. Thank you. It's been so long.
So, is everything just gonna talk to us in here? Is that the theme?
This thing just talk?
What happens if we put... Is the candelabra still with us?
Yes, I am.
Oh my god, put him on the anvil.
You're in the anvil.
No, do not do that. I am your
Why
friend. Not food for the anvil.
Do you know this anvil? He seems to have, you know... You might be brothers.
I can speak for myself, you know.
Are you brothers?
Mother?
No.
I thought they were brothers.
Well then what the hell are you?
I was created by High Abjur Tareth, who I assume is dead by now.
Pretty safe assumption.
You're at least more intelligent than other things we've met around here. I'll look at the candelabra.
Why are you here?
Well, we need to get, apparently, into the center tower, so we're trying to find the components of the ritual.
I can give you one clue.
Oh, yeah?
First, you must shield thy heart with a wand from the nether oak. I'll post that in the chat.
I was hoping for something that wasn't a riddle. What the hell is a nether oak?
It will say when you ask that. The nether oak is a tree located in the arboretum of Ythrin.
Okay, at least it's here.
It's a treant, by the way.
Oh,
Is
shit.
it a friendly treant?
What would I know about chance?
Make a nature check.
You know they like going south because it always feels like they're going downhill.
Let's see if I know something about them.
Go for it. Make a nature check.
Almost.
Okay, let's see. What'd you guys roll? 15. All right. So Relbin, you just know that they are basically awakened trees that dwell in the forest. You know, Jeff, that they are typically like guardians of an area, and they don't really. They can lean any particular direction on the alignment spectrum. Some of them are evil, some of them are good. It really just sort of depends on the individual treant. But typically they protect a grove or some other area. But they're aware of their surroundings. They can perceive things that happen for miles on out sometimes as well. So.
Oh, shit. So yeah, I'll relay that information to everybody, and I'll basically just say it's like, yeah, it could be evil, could not be. I would probably suggest not screwing with stuff in the Arboretum until we find him, because that will probably piss it off.
Oh, darn. Probably a source of lots of ingredients.
What did I just say, Cap?
Yeah, well, who's to say that he's all-knowing? I mean, maybe he doesn't like that particular kind of plant. You don't
It's
know.
fine, fine. You want the tree to choke you to death? I'll watch. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't actually watch, but still, don't piss him off.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yep.
So we have to find a wand from this treant, and we need some poison. Okay, so both those things we could probably find in the Arbiter, so we need to go there for sure.
I would just have to figure out where it is.
Do you know what kind of... You mentioned one of the ritual steps mentioned drinking a poison. Do you know if it was any specific poison, or...?
I'm afraid I don't have that information.
Oh, great.
I would think that glass dome building would be a good place. Oh, wait, have we been in there yet? We haven't been in there yet, have we?
We've been in the glass dome building,
That
yeah.
was a museum, I think.
Okay.
Found a,
Oh, I thought that would have been the Arboretum glass dome.
There was a, like, kind of foresty looking thing to the northwest of where we started.
Definitely
Yeah.
a good guess, yeah.
Well,
Before we go, I want to test something. Can Glare pull out that corrupted Chardolin he has and try to tap it with the anvil and the hammer to see if it removes the negative aura on it?
Yeah, you can. All of the Chardolin becomes completely magicless.
To the point where it's kind of inert?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
completely inert.
Oh, well. Worth a shot. Glare just tosses it to the side.
How many stones were there?
There's 2 more stones.
What? Is there anything in those 2 stones? A magic in those 2 stones?
There is not anything. Nothing appears to be trapped in those 2 stones.
Do we take them with us, or...? No? Yes, no?
I mean, I don't care either way. As long as I don't have to get trapped in one again.
I mean, the thought crossed my mind.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah?
Maybe next
What
time
type
I'll
of
let
magic?
you open the door.
I tried.
Yeah, I know.
What was that, Robin?
Do they have that spell on them? The imprisonment spell?
I would have detect magic up, and apparently they don't.
They don't. Not right now, no. They're
Okay,
just-
so there's no...
seem to be ordinary sapphires.
Okay.
Hey, are they worth anything?
Sapphire should be worth something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's take them. They're worth something.
Robin just shrugs.
Alright, I'll take him. Is there, like, anything else in this room besides the anvil?
No. That's pretty much the only thing of importance here. But I'll say each sapphire is worth 500 gold. You'd wager each sapphire.
Excellent. Money, money, money. Alright, so we need to get going?
Yep.
As you all begin to make your way down the stairs, you hear some of you hear, everyone but Jeff really, hears a sort of scraping across, like a scraping noise. And it's like coming towards you.
Oh shit.
I don't like the sound of that.
Can I enlarge?
Yep.
I don't think. Oh, can she?
When you
Okay.
get down into the bottom floor, you can enlarge.
Yeah, just like I just want to be prepared, so I don't just spin it in fucking action.
That was good.
Because I just hear
That's fair.
like it's like
Yeah,
big.
Glaire's already pulled out Fragarack and is kind of ready. And where is it coming from? Below us?
Yeah.
What does it mean to prepare?
Oh.
Everyone roll initiative.
Hell yeah!
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was hoping to get a short rest before the next combat.
I rolled an 11 and a 1.
Okay, let's roll for this thing. I'm not gonna forget Mina this time. Mina's gonna go, "Oh dear lord, what in the seven hells is that?"
How did it even get up the stairs? It's so... I mean, it's...
You look up at Xena.
Right, it's, no, that makes perfect sense, because, you know,
Okay. And actually, as you look out the door, you'll see that it kind of like burrowed through the stairs. Okay. So, this creature looks like this, by the way, just so you all know.
What is that?
It's the same size as Xena, as this thing appears in her giant form. And so, yeah, let's see what the initiative...
What the fuck is that thing?
I need to be changed to an 11 from that 1. It always takes my second roll for some reason.
Mina is the first one up, and she is going to first test the water. She's going to shoot a ball lightning at it. Misses. So the first ball lightning she shoots strikes against the thing's skin, but seems to scatter off, doing no damage. And she's like, "Oh shit!" And she will back up behind Xena for cover.
Of course you will.
She's a wizard. What do you want? Relben, you're up.
Okay, I don't like this thing, so I'm going to cast
Would
Summon
you still have
Fae.
your wolf companion?
Yeah, actually, yes, I would.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Oh yeah, you would.
But I'm gonna drop concentration on that
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, I won't bring it.
to summon at level 4, Summon Fae.
Okay. Where's he at?
Dango, Cider!
Dangle Satyr appears, apparating in golden lights and fey magic. Where would you like to put him?
Right here.
Here?
Yep.
Okay.
In fuming mode.
Yep. So he's like radiating this light aura as he's got this like golden quarterstaff. This satyr appears.
Bonus action. I'm going to face step to here. And I'm not gonna. I can choose no targets for my face step.
Okay. So you watch as Relvin disappear in autumn leaves to get some distance away from this behemoth of a creature in front of him.
Command my Fae to face step to here.
The fey creature disappears in another flurry of autumn leaves and appears next to the creature.
I can and attack the
Go
thing.
for it.
Advantage on the first attack roll. 15.
Miss. It cracks it against the leg, but this thing looks tough, like its natural hide, whatever the hell this thing is. quite tough.
Again, because it's multi-attack. 18.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
1d6 plus... 7 plus 1d6.
Okay, so that's 12 points of damage total as he just cracks him in the back of the like chin area for 12 points of damage. The creature makes no noise, but just sort of is. It's carrying this like enormous sledgehammer, by the way, on its side. Is that it for your turn?
Yep.
All right, Jeff, you're back in action. There's this gigantic freaking thing the size of Xena with a maw of a mouth with rows of teeth and no face, wielding a sledgehammer. What do you do?
I'm like, oh, you're ugly, and I cast Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay. Red dot.
Red dot.
These curses begin to swarm around it as he's speaking this like demonic language, and they're like circling around the creature.
And Eldritch Blast.
Both hit. You slash these golden lights this time. Slam into the creature. 26 points of force damage. It looks like it took damage, but it's still looking pretty hardy.
Wait. What is that?
Oh wait, is that a 19?
Yeah, well, it's plus 4 to bonus damage on my rolls.
Oh,
for the
sorry, it
Hexblade's
wasn't a
Curse.
19. Okay, so plus 4, so another 8 points of damage. Okay. Alright, is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do. I want to actually move off to the corner a little bit, spread out a little bit, just in case he's got some kind of nasty cone ass shit. Whatever, I don't know.
Alright, Xena, you're up.
Okay, I want to cast Blight on it.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Let me see if it has any resistance to necrotic. It doesn't. So, does it have any resistances? No. Okay. Let me make con save. Fail. All right.
Okay.
So you
and
watch-
then I roll.
Yep.
And then I roll. Hold on, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
8d8.
Yeah. So you watch as Xena powers up in her hand this blight spell as she conjures all the shadows from around the room begin to swirl around her hand, and she fires it off in a black beam right into the maw of this creature's belly. And you watch as like the gum line like around the teeth begin to wither and decay, like becoming gray as it takes the full brunt of this damage, 34 points of necrotic damage, and you watch as all like Xena, all your tattoos begin to drain. I don't think anyone can see them because they're covered up, but all right, is that it for your turn?
Am I able to take patient offense or no?
You are.
Okay,
Okay.
then I'll do that.
So you get in a stance as this thing is like toe to toe with you.
Me and Zeta just fucked that thing up.
That's all I am able to do, right?
You could move, but technically...
Oh, was your initiative better than 1, Blair?
It was. I had an 11 and a 1.
Okay, so I'll put you before this thing. So it is your turn.
Alright, yeah, I guess I will...
This is like some Attack on Titan.
Yeah, I
right
know.
now.
Alright, I'm going to put my hammer in my offhand with my shield and try to charge up Thunder Gauntlets. I want this thing hitting me.
The first one misses, unfortunately. As
Oh my God, it's Iron Man.
he charges up, goes, misses. Second one hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 7 points of thunder.
It has disadvantage on any attack that gets targets other than me.
Okay. Well, I had disadvantage on Xena anyway, but I think
Come and get me, asshole!
I think it's still gonna go for Xena because of the blight, and because she's fucking huge. I'll say it has 2 attacks. We'll do one on you and one on Xena.
Okay.
With the sledgehammer. So this giant sledgehammer comes down, and it's gonna try to strike you in the face with it, Xena. Oh god.
The sledgehammer.
What's your AC?
19.
Just hits. Damn. Okay. So you sort of go to catch this thing. You try to catch it as best as you can, but it sort of strikes your arm with a very impressive force.
I assume I still don't have haste or anything, right?
Not right now, no.
Not right now. So you take 30 points of force damage
Okay.
from that. As the sledgehammer sort of...
Am I able to roll lucky to make him re-roll?
In this case, he already had disadvantage. So...
Okay.
Oh, actually, wait. Hold on. Let me read lucky. Hold on. I think you might actually be able to. Let me read how that works. You have 3 luck points. Whenever you can... get... You can also spend 1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you. Roll a d20 and then choose whether the attack uses the attacker's roll or yours. Oh, okay. So roll a d20 for me. If you want to use your lucky. Oh, shit!
Well then.
Okay. Okay. So I'll say you, so the sledgehammer hits your arm, and you, you just so happen to like catch it in such a way where you're able to slip underneath the sledgehammer. Like you deflect it just enough to be able to get underneath with your like instincts, just at the very last split second. That's cool. You take no damage. Okay, so
Fucking lucky, dude.
really good. So Glare, you went. The creature went. And now it is Mina's turn.
I thought it was going to attack me as well.
Oh yeah, it was going to attack you. Sorry, my bad. Sledgehammer, coming your way. But misses. It strikes down next to you, Glare, and you just sort of dodge out of the way, and you're like...
Yeah, saw that coming. Ha!
Mina's turn. She is going to not do lightning. Oh god. What can she even do here to this thing? I don't really want to waste a spell. Yeah, fuck it, she'll just fire more lightning at this thing. Alright, so she shoots a ball of lightning at the creature. Strikes, but it seems resistant in some strange way. Even though the strike found purchase, Mina sort of goes, ugh, damn it. She didn't know it was resistant to lightning. But now she does. And that's it for its turn. For her turn, I mean. Relbin, it's your turn.
No, its turn is accurate.
Burn, baby, burn. Time.
Do it. Summon that flame.
23.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. You throw the flame at it. You get a direct hit. No effect.
Uh-oh. How's Glare looking?
Oh, you know. I currently have 10 temp hit points and 45 normal.
Alright. I'm gonna command my satyr to teleport to here and attack.
Go for it.
Uh, 22.
That hits. Go and roll damage. Alright. Kapow! You smash it with the staff. The satyr does anyway. And it is now looking slightly bloodied as purple blood is starting to ooze out of its mouth and jaw where Xena cast her blight spell, and all the force damage that it's been taking from all these effects is now wearing on it a bit.
Alright, attack again.
Go for
I don't think that's gonna hit.
No, it misses, unfortunately, as it hits. It hits its leg, but it's got such tough hide that it's unable to really make a dent in the creature. The second swing.
Alright.
Cool. If you'd like to move, go ahead. Jeff, it's your turn.
No, I'm good.
You said it was bloody, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of step around a little bit and Eldritch Blast again.
Right.
2 golden force beams shoot out of the sword in a slash formation. The first one, unfortunately, hits, but is unable to pierce through that hide. The second one does, however, dealing 14 plus 4, right? So 18 points of damage total. It strikes into the chest of the creature. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Alright, Xena, you're up, and you're squaring yourself up against this gigantic, same size as your thing. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to hit it.
Kapow! Go
And
for it.
I'm in my giant form, right? So,
So that's 2d6.
hold on. Did you make a thing for it?
I did. It's under Other. If you click the Other tab.
I heard it.
Yeah.
It says 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll that. Alright. You guys hear this giant fist just cave into the... Oh my god. As her
I
giant...
want to pay a key to do it 2 more times.
Okay, go ahead. Alright, I'm gonna count all this up.
I didn't.
The
probably worth the last
one, the last one doesn't hit, but the rest of them do. As you deal 30, 42 points of damage. Jesus God! Oh, that was an almost perfect roll on the middle one. Okay. So that's 42 points of damage. It is looking very hurt, but it's still alive. This creature can take a ton of punishment, but with each punch from the giant Xena, it is like caving in a portion of its body. With the sheer force of these punches. Glare, you're up.
Well, let's try to finish it off. I'm pulling out the Wand of Magic Missile.
Go for it.
Let's do 3 charges, so cast it at the 3rd level.
Okay.
So that's 5d4 plus 5.
Yep. Alright, so you point the wand of magic missiles, and all of these small purple beams of energy fly out from it, and they strike at different points of the creature, its shoulders and its stomach and its head, pummeling it in multiple directions unerringly. Still up.
Is this really? Alright.
Yeah.
Move beside Xena. My
Alright.
turn's done.
It's gonna
God.
try to do the same thing. It's gonna go for 1.
The one against Xena will have disadvantage.
Okay, so it's gonna try to hit Xena once.
Oh, yeah.
19 again.
Damn it. Wait,
Even with disadvantage?
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm going to try to do the lucky thing again.
go for it. Roll d20. Oh my god! You do a similar maneuver, Xena. This time you slide on your knees, like almost like a rock star dodge underneath this thing as it comes for you. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
And Glare, you just watch as Xena's acrobatics in a giant size is kind
How
of
does she move like that at that size?
yeah. Okay, but the next one's coming for you, Glare. So
Yeah.
I don't even question anymore, Glare. I just let it happen.
You crit, didn't you? You crit.
yeah. That's a lot of damage.
I'm probably in some world of pain.
So as you're paying attention to Xena doing that, you see there's like a dark shadow that looms, and you turn to look, and you're like, oh shit! Into the ground, Glare just gets crushed. You get hit by, I don't know if you're still up. You might be, but barely. 48 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm still up. I've got 3 health left.
Crater in the ground where Glare is standing. He tried to block as much as he possibly
Oh my
could.
god.
But you were seeing a bloodied Glare, very hurt on death's door right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Is that the best you got?
Mina just goes, oh my, that one must have hurt. And
Shit, cat, you alright?
Yeah. Dinner sounds great.
You start seeing like birds flying around your head. It's like cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
yeah, exactly. There's some really good shit going on. Mina will force the creature to make a intelligence saving throw. That's unique. Oh my god, I got a natural 20. Fuck you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you watch as Mina casts the spell with her arcane words, and it seems to like have an effect on the creature briefly, but it shakes it off, and she's like, "Oh, come on!" She's pissed, and she's.
Gosh, the lights are pretty today.
Relvin, you're up.
Step up here, and I'm gonna do a level 5 Cure Wounds on Glare.
Oh shit. Okay, Claire, you get healed from. Oh my god!
Shit.
This burst of healing heals up a bunch of your wounds. 30 points of healing all at once from Relvin.
Yeah.
And command my satyr to attack again.
Go for it.
I forgot to have it teleport.
Okay, but it's the first roll's at 18 still?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
so that still hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
$13.
You crack the creature, the satyr cracks the creature in the back. Still up. Barely. He's a big chunky boy.
16.
No.
Okay, 16 does not hit, unfortunately. It's trying to finish it, but its armor is just a bit too thick for the Fey creature. And with that, Jeff, it's your turn. Or sorry, wait, you still had an action, Robin.
No, you got cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, that cure wounds,
Cure
right,
wounds.
right.
Yeah, it's my action.
Sorry. Jeff, you're up.
Alright, let's see if we can finish this bitch. Well, riot!
Number 2. How you want to do this?
Ooh, hey. We're gonna do a little differently this time. Like, I want him to kind of like both like go like straight beam through his mouth and his stomach,
Ew.
and then just like come through, and it's like this little explosion basically whenever it hits the target, instead of it being a blade now.
Yeah, so you this time you shoot like 2 beams straight in the stomach, and its mouth sort of begins to light up and glow with this fey golden light, and just sort of bursts, and you watch its guts and everything pour out onto the ground as it fall. And as you expect the creature to fall to the ground, it just sort of begins to harden, and you watch as its body begins to turn to stone. And then it stays in place. That's it.
Well, that's freaky.
I'm gonna need a minute.
No.
So now there's this giant
I just
statue.
like knock it over, like kind of just push it over because I'm like big.
Yeah.
And just see if it breaks.
Yeah. I'll let you make that. No check required. You're big enough. Like you just.
I just kick it.
You just go out. You kick this thing, and it falls over on its side.
Oh, it doesn't break or anything?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I actually felt that one. Oh.
Actually, let me see if it breaks. Hold on.
I didn't know if it was like, like what
statue?
it's made of now or whatever.
It's just made of stone, so I would say
Like if
that.
it topples over, I didn't know if it breaks.
Yeah, I'm just rolling to see. Yeah, I'll say that the head sort of cracks off and breaks. But it looks to be like, as you look at the head, it's almost like it turned to solid stone. The creature.
Oh wow.
The fuck is this thing? Some kind of nightmarish troll?
I'm gonna have Mina make an Arcana check. Okay, so 17, 12 plus. Yeah, that's a really high roll. So Mina will say, Oh, I believe I read about this when I was researching the Netherese wizards. These are referred to as tomb tappers, or the Thalud, which means the faceless in the tongue of Loros. They they created these creatures to help them exterminate enemies, specifically the Faerun.
They do a pretty damn good job, I will say.
They must have sensed the magic of us using the anvil, which drew them to this place.
Great. Let's get out of here before more show up.
Okay. So you guys leave
Yep.
out of this place. Xena, you do have to shrink back down one size
Okay.
to...
So, as we walk out the door, I'm gonna stop everybody for a second and be like, hey, I need you all to do something.
Like a short
I'm
rest.
really not in the mood, Jeff.
Oh, you will be. I promise. It will be important down the road. So I'm gonna manifest my tomb, which is, instead of it being like a dark black tomb anymore, it's kind of like got golden filigree on everything. So it's like kind of half and half. I'm gonna pull out a pen. I'm gonna say, I need all 4 of you to write your names in my book.
Wait, are you like a god now and we're making a contract with you?
No contract, just something that could be helpful in the future.
Well, I want to know what it is.
It is an ability that will save one of you every day if you take a knockout punch. Claire almost eating it made me remember that I have this.
I didn't almost eat it. It was exactly where I wanted it.
Okay, I write my name in the book.
Rubble's name.
Xena has to try to write with a pen right now.
Just a tiny little pen with like in the middle of her fingers.
So she's like a manageable size though. She's like 10 and a half feet tall. But it's still small. It's still small. It's still small
It's
to
like
her.
kid.
For sure.
It's like a crayon in her hand.
It's like a crayon. Yeah. It's like It's
So
still
you all, I'll even let
Fine.
Mia write her name in my book too.
Aww.
Oh sure. Thank you.
You misspelled heartless bitch.
Perhaps I could.
Alright.
Perhaps I didn't know you had this ability, but perhaps in return I could offer you up a spell from my book.
I would appreciate that.
Okay. It will take you time to do that, by the way, and I did research this the other day. It's like 1 hour per spell level, and then 50 gold. Or I can find it again, but it's. We can find those details later. But next time you rest, Mina will let you copy a ritual spell from her book, and she has like every fucking ritual spell. So
Okay.
you can
Let's
take
gotta look.
Yeah.
Alright, but yeah, so you guys are all now protected by my Eldered Invocation, Gift of the Projectors.
That's kind of cool.
So, when any creature whose name is on this page is reduced to 0 hit points, but not killed outright, the creature magically drops to 1 hit point instead. So you can take a death blow and still stay standing.
I just want to know something. Why is it always a crit against Glare?
I swear to God, I'm not doing it on purpose. It's on the stream if you ever want to.
I know. It just always seems like when you're attacking Glare, it's a crit.
I know, it really does. You have like the worst fucking luck I've ever seen in my life.
So yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
I would
Oh, go ahead.
I would like a moment to rest before we carry on.
Well, I mean, if you need a rest, I mean, I'm sure we can arrange something.
Okay.
Sure.
What? I'm thinking of Robin.
Of course you are, Cat.
Yeah, you guys want to take a short rest at the bottom of this tower?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. As you all short rest, you kind of look around your surroundings from where you are. You see that sort of right behind the tower. Do you guys see where the map right now?
Yeah.
Where I'm pinging
Yeah.
it? You guys are right here, by the way, on this.
Yeah.
where I'm pinging it.
Okay.
There's a gigantic fucking spire directly in front of you guys.
What? You cut out.
Sorry.
Yeah.
One sec. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There's a giant, huge spire that's very, very large, like hundreds of feet up, straight ahead of you. And however, there's a force field. There's this like yellow force field, almost like covering this entire thing in like a very pointed dome going up. And on the force field, there's runes and symbols of each of the 8 schools of magic covering the thing. And sort of underneath the spire is this, like, 30-foot diameter sphere of golden energy, almost like the sun, underneath this tower.
So that's the barrier that we're trying to get through, I take it?
Yes.
I would say that is the central tower we're trying to get to.
After the short rest.
You enlarge. She smashes together the bracers. I think, by the way, if I wrote it correctly, you can enlarge for free with smashing the bracers. When you shrink, it takes an action. That's the difference. So the enlarge just bang and you're enlarged, but the shrink is what. And the idea was, I don't want you to waste an action and have to go back to your normal size.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
Let's do.
So I can enlarge in combat? Was that an action? Okay.
It's a free action to enlarge, but to shrink, it takes your action.
Okay.
Shrink, yeah.
4d8 plus 16.
Yeah, so go ahead and use any hit dice. You regain all key points and warlock spells and all that shit.
I'll take it.
Don't forget 2 per. Did you put the 2 per hit die?
I did not put 2 per hit die. So that's an additional 8 on top of that. Nice.
Yep.
40. I'll take it.
Okay. Also from here, other than the giant tower, you see that one of the arms of the tower, like basically this thing here that I'm pinging, like this long fucking tube-looking thing going all the way up, is like implanted into this like almost like village or city-ish area to the left of the tower, to the west of the tower. You also see a few places of interest here, which I will pull up.
Especially Xena, standing over top of all the buildings.
I see everything. I'm the all-seeing eye.
Yeah, Xena, make a perception check this with advantage, since you got the all-seeing eye over here, and you're very tall.
Wow.
Okay, yeah,
Damn.
you see pretty much everything. So you see, with your giant elven eyes, to the north, there appears to be 8 tusk-like towers that are embedded in the walls of a monumental-sized building. Looks like a pretty fancy building. You see another tower. Or actually, hold on. You see, another tower similar to the one you were just in. If you point it out to Mina, she will say the sigil on it is Conjuration. So it's the Tower of Conjuration, probably. And you also see in the middle of that city what appears to be a building with like a 40-foot wide portcullis, and it's like a square building. A portcullis being like those gate things, like before the drawbridge, you know, like the gates with the square things. You see a building with one of those in the city. So yeah, pick a direction, and those are the places of interest that you see right now.
I tell them all this.
Okay. Well,
what was the shiny thing you were talking about?
There's like a very fancy looking building next to the Tower of Conjuration.
What would be the closest to us currently? Is that the is this the one you're talking about with the portcullis?
Let me measure it out. 180 feet ahead is the nice building. About 220 feet is the tower, and the portcullis is the furthest away at 320 feet.
I do kind of want to explore the portcullis. What do you guys think?
That's fine.
I'm fine with wherever we want to go.
Same.
Claire is definitely immensely enjoying this place, minus the hammer that just got dropped on him.
Okay. Yeah, on the way to the... so you're heading towards the portcullis, just to be clear?
Yeah.
Okay. On the way to the portcullis, you see that there's this arching strut of dark stone. You're passing by this giant tube thing. And you see that there's this arching strut of dark stone that rises from this ruined district to a junction up on the central spire. And there's a gate in the front of it that's quite large, but it's engraved with the arcane sigils of the 8 schools of magic. And you see that the whole thing is sort of covered with this force field still. So you continue. There's pretty much nothing of interest there. I just wanted to point out that even this base of this thing is covered with the same force field.
Yeah.
So yeah, but as you continue on to the prison, you see that this portcullis sits about 40 feet wide, 30 feet in a 30-foot tall archway, and it looks to be the only entrance to this square building. And you can, what do you do?
How is there gaps in the portcullis?
There are gaps in the portcullis.
How big are they?
I will say they're about. They're about, let's say, like 2 feet wide.
Okay.
A foot and a half to 2 feet.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Do you see any levers or anything inside there?
From where you're at, no.
Okay.
You could also try lifting the portcullis.
Glare looks up at Xena kind of expectantly.
Yeah, hey, Xena, that's awesome.
Oh, she was drawing it?
She was drawing this thing. I'll put it up on screen for people.
Nice.
That's what Xena was drawing. Saw and drew.
I like it.
Excellent.
Wonderful artistry of Xena.
Oh, yes.
So, Xena, I don't suppose you could lift this at all?
Can I walk up the walls and stuff now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Wait, so it goes like straight up?
Yeah, they just want
we're
you
not we're not at the tower. We're at the portcullis thing.
Yeah, they just want you to
okay.
lift up this gate.
Okay, I'll try. What
Okay.
do I do?
You don't have to roll.
Okay.
It's fine. You just with all your strength lift up this portcullis using your giant strength, and you guys can enter. So I'm going to move you to a map. Yeah. Okay. So, as you all enter this area, do you see where you are?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You see that this appears to be a prison of some sort, and so you see several different cells here. What do you do?
Detect magic first off, so I can see if anything's...
For traps.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys spend some time searching. Make a perception check, Xena, for traps. Glare, you do your detect magic. You notice that all the cell doors have a abjuration spell on them of some kind.
Okay. Would it look anything like the previously decided prison spell that I just recently witnessed?
No, it's not that powerful.
Oh, thank God. So it might just be something as simple as as arcane lock. Then I actually know that spell.
Yeah. You think it's probably an arcane lock. And Xena, you look around with that roll. You see that there's no traps other than the doors you think are very locked. But you see that to the north there is a area with a collapsed wall to the north, and I'll just move your token up there just so you see what I'm talking about. But it's like basically this wall directly in front of you. You see how those rocks are there in the wall? There's like a collapsed wall here, and inside of it you see a 15-foot square infirmary in disarray. There's an operating table in the middle of the room, and leather straps extend from one side of the table into the air above its surface and fasten to the other side. The shape of it suggests that something or someone invisible is lashed to the table.
Huh.
What a time to not have detect invisible and see invisible prepared.
Hello?
Side is just like in the dark, right?
Yeah, it's actually not like completely dark in here. There are lit like lanterns with continual flame spells going, but there is darkness around if you're trying to.
No, I was just wondering, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I go back to them.
Yeah. So they're just like they're right behind you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, there's something in there.
I guess Glare
It
will
looks
take
creepy.
step into the room. Is detect magic picking anything up?
I'll say since the target's invisible, like Tech Magic doesn't
No.
pick it
Okay.
up. But Mina will also head in there. And she'll
There's
be
someone there.
very interesting. I could possibly dispel this magic for you all.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. She's gonna need to make a check for this, but since she's an abjuration wizard, she gets to add her. Oh, what's that ability? Fucking abjuration. Abjuration. Improved abjuration. When you cast an abjuration spell that requires you to make an ability check, you can add your proficiency bonus to that ability check. Okay, so she. Natural 20. Okay, doesn't even matter. You watch as Mina effortlessly snaps her fingers, and as she does so, this spell that is holding this invisible creature on this infirmary table dissipates, and you watch as there's a thin, middle-aged looking man with a sallow complexion, one blue eye and one green eye, with a streak of silver in his long jet black hair. And he is currently strapped to this table.
Okay, I was not expecting to see anyone here, let alone someone middle-aged.
He says,
Well, this is interesting.
He says, help me, please. Help.
Who are you?
Why are you strapped on the table?
He says, I was just a servant. I was sent to this prison by my master, Iriel Arthas. Apparently, I displeased him. Please help.
Like that?
I'm making an insight check.
That seems like utter bullshit. I'm gonna flash a genius that because Glare really doesn't trust that.
How much does Flash of Genius give?
+4. I'm thinking just flat.
Okay. He's difficult to read.
Damn.
Well, I say we leave him strapped on the table. He's of no use to us.
Please, they were doing horrible magical experiments.
That's not our problem.
Experiments.
I was afraid I might be next.
Considering the fact that you're still alive, you probably were next. Glare's going to... Like, do I detect any magic on him now that he's visible?
No.
Damn. Alright. I guess Glare's going to investigate the room. I really don't trust this guy.
Okay. Yeah, you don't... Other than this guy, there's nothing really much of interest in this prison room.
Okay.
He's like, please, I'll give you any information you want that I know.
I think we should let him go.
I'm not inclined to trust everything so far is trying to kill us, minus the candelabra.
Maybe the candelabra knows something.
Oh, I do not. Unfortunately, I am.
What
only
use are
here
you?
as a
I should have
side
left you on the.
character.
I should have left you on the forge.
Why would you say such a thing?
Cause you're useless.
That's very rude. I can light things.
I don't want to release this guy until we look around more.
Okay. Yeah, you can just leave him.
I'm gonna look him over, but without releasing.
Okay. Yeah, you just look him over. Make a perception check.
Quality rolling.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, he just looks just like a normal dude. He does look of definitely some sort of low-born descent in terms.
Is he speaking the same? I'm assuming he's speaking the same Elvish dialect or whatever it is.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking that same Elvish. The only reason I'm not going deeper into that because you all understand Elvish, so it's like. Yeah. But yeah, they all these people that you've run into so far here and creatures speak that dialect of thing. Yeah.
Elvish, the one common language in the freaking.
Because elves are really old. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to look more around this prison before I release someone who's still alive without any food or water.
Yeah, I'll save you a bit of time. There's nothing else of interest in this prison, as you look.
I'm really hesitant to trust someone who's somehow survived without any kind of sustenance or assistance for. How long has the city been ruined, Mina?
You know, he asked Mina.
Yeah.
This city fell about 1,500 years ago and was around for many thousands before that, so yes. It is strange. Glare, for that bit of insight, I will give you inspiration. So.
I'll take it.
Good use of your noggin there.
The right thing to do to help him, though.
I don't trust anything that's survived for that long and seems desperate. It feels like a trap.
How did you survive?
Well,
so
why don't
long?
we just let him go? If he freaking tries anything, we'll just kill him.
Or he could bring more people here to tell them where we are.
How did you survive so long?
If he could do that, wouldn't he have already done so?
No, he's tied up.
I don't know. Perhaps there's some sort of magic keeping me alive.
And he was invisible.
That was some sort of spell they used. I don't know the details.
You said they did an experiment on you.
Why are you tied up?
Mina will say, she rolled it pretty high on that. She'll be like, perhaps they kept him alive via a sequester spell. Basically, if you cast a sequester spell, a creature can be hidden away for a very long time, and basically until the spell is dispelled, and time ceases to flow for the creature, and it doesn't grow older.
That still doesn't explain then. So that means he was experimented on. He's lying to us.
But it does make me curious why they wanted to hide him or even save him in the first place. Like,
because he's lying.
No, but I mean, like, why would they cast that on him?
He said they were experimenting. Obviously, they had gotten to him already. I do not trust him.
You don't trust anybody.
I trust some people.
Uh-huh. Name one person you trust. Other than us. We don't count.
Yallister?
He doesn't count either.
Well, you said name someone other than you. He's other than you.
Are you here to learn more about the city? I can give you information.
For the love of God, shut up. You're not important right now. I'm sure I know someone else who's trustworthy.
Now he's pissed because I called him out.
I mean, if you know information, then...
Sort of information.
He says, I know various lore of the city that might be helpful.
He's being too helpful.
I can share you one piece of information as I roll the dice to see what info I know. you may see in the city that there are human-like constructs that the Netherese wizards created. They're called Magian, and they're used as guards, workers, and valets. And these constructs were created using a very powerful spell. If you untie me, I'll give you more information, please.
How does a servant know so much about this kind of crap, then?
Everyone knows about the Magian. They do everything in the city.
Who is your master?
Iriel Arthas was his name.
Yeah.
He was the high wizard, basically
Oh, yeah. The guy who...
He was the leader of a group of 8 arcanists that sort of maintained this city of Ythrin.
I think we should let him go.
I think we should untie him, bind his hands, and make him come with us.
I mean,
It'd probably be safer
If
if he
he-
came with us.
if he knows the way around, yeah.
Exactly.
I can help you. Just whatever you want, just get me out of here.
I mean, he can't call for help if he's with us.
Yeah.
Well, that's my vote. What do you think, Kat?
I think he just put his headset back on. They were asking what your vote is, Blair.
Sorry, Glaire's vote is to leave him. Glaire does not trust something.
Well, I had said we could bind his hands and leave him,
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah. So that's my vote, is to do that.
Alright, what's Xena's vote?
I mean, I guess if we take him with us, then I'm okay with it.
Alright, and Robin's vote?
It's the right thing to do to release him after his... Who knows how long he's been down here. So I vote release.
Claire, everyone is against you.
I know.
Glaire just kind of sighs. Alright, if you try anything, my friend here is going to step on you.
All right, then we're decided.
Well,
So I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna unbind him, but then I'm gonna tie his hands behind his back with a rope.
Okay, so you do that. You unbind him, but you tie his hands back. He says, "Oh, thank you so much." And he's going to share with you a couple more pieces of information. He's like, "I can share a few other things I know about this place." 8 and 4. He'll say, "Nearby, there's a House of the Arcane, where apprentice mages would graduate and join one of the 8 arcane towers, each one dedicated to a different school of magic. They would learn what magic they were the most capable of using. And also, he would
like
say...
a sorting hat.
Basically, yeah. And he would say also that these mages in this city could also extend their lives indefinitely by preserving their own brains inside of jars."
Ew. Where are the jars kept?
Oh my god. That's like a filigree,
Don't
except mages instead
know.
of witches.
Tower of Necromancy might be one area, but I suppose they could be. Anyway, I can sort of help you all search the city. Why are you here?
We were bored.
For unlimited power.
We're here to stop a crisis affecting the world.
We're here to stop the Frost Maiden Oriole.
Frost Maiden? I don't... We're here to
probably
get
too
into
old.
the tower, Mina will say. It's like, well, I don't know about all that. So what do you guys do? You guys leave with this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. As you leave and he looks around, he's like, "Oh my, what happened? What
Oh, no.
happened?
It's been
Bad things.
1,500 years, friend.
What happened? And has the city fallen?"
It has.
Fallen, encased in ice, overrun with a whole bunch of evil things. You know, typical.
How many?
Bad stuff.
1,500 years? have passed?
Give or take.
Oh. Is everyone gone?
Mostly, we still have this candelabra guy.
Oh, I do not age. I am a magical candelabra. Well, this is quite distressing. What do I even do now?
Become a cook.
You see, like, he's got, like, this look on his face, like,
Well,
doesn't
the
know.
first thing you do is help us get into the spire. And then after that, we'll figure something out for you. Maybe you can work in our tavern.
Okay.
Blair is watching this guy like a hawk.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. And I'll say you are keeping an eye on him. But as we go back to the map,
Yeah.
so you guys are, like, right here in this prison. So nearby, you do see the Tower of Conjuration, and he'll point that out as well. And he'll also point out that the House of the Arcane he talked about, where the quote sorting hat is that fancy-looking building that you guys saw earlier. And there's also another building, which is the library nearby. He'll point out that that's the library, and he'll also point out the Arboretum, which is also nearby. So there's the sorting hat, Tower of Conjuration, library, or Arboretum.
Well, we know we need to go to the tower.
Yeah, and Mina's eyes light up at the sound of a library. And the House of the Arcane, honestly.
The Arcane sounds very appealing to Glare, but...
Perhaps we can
That
try
library.
Conjuration seems cool.
The what does?
The house, you said, what'd
Yeah.
you say?
The House of the Arcane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She says, can we just peek in there? I'm very curious as to how they determine someone's magical aptitudes.
Don't forget, we do have to swing by the Arboretum at some point.
We
We can just
do.
make a big half circle and then go back north after that.
That sounds good to me.
Fair enough. Let's do it.
Alright. Alright, so you guys start with the Arcane place. This map is dope, by the way. This map is dope as fuck.
Whoa.
Check out this map, you guys.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is cool as hell.
So as you enter this place, this is a grand academy as you enter, and you see 8 stained glass windows overlook this ruined auditorium. Benches are glistening with frost, and they're arrayed in broken rows, facing a raised lectern. A bejeweled goblet rests on the lectern, and steam rises from the goblet's contents and dissipates into the cold air above. And each sort of stained window, Mina will point out, all of these represent one of the schools of magic, in case you didn't guess already.
I notice a distinct lack of the Artificer School of Magic, just saying.
She just rolls her eyes. That's not a real school of magic. You know, it's,
It is a...
it's a subset of the magical schools.
I'm just saying, it's, magical items have to come from somewhere. You're lucky we exist.
You use the fundamentals are all the same, cat.
Yeah, well, guess what? It's my own school now. I'm gonna make a school.
Oh my god.
So yeah, you see this magical goblet sitting there. That's the main thing of interest here.
Detect magic.
Yeah, so detect magic, well, that'll reveal to you that there's an aura of divination magic on the goblet.
Ooh.
But the liquid inside of it is sort of clear in color, and it carries auras of all 8 schools in the liquid.
Whoa. Do you think that they use this liquid to bring out the potential for whatever school for individuals?
It's entirely possible.
That seems reasonable to me.
I guess identify it if it's not gonna. It doesn't look like it's harmful at all.
Yeah, you identify it. You don't think it's harmful. It doesn't. It's not poisonous. It seems that it has an enchantment to where it'll actually never run dry. And you think that like it's like nothing bad would happen if you were to drink it.
I grab a little bit. I take a sip.
Okay.
Oh, you
roll
beat me
a
to it.
d8. Roll 1d8 for me.
Well, it doesn't seem to be dangerous. Hey, that was my turn!
I gotta make note of some stuff here of what you guys rolled. So,
Uh-oh.
Jeff, you rolled a 4, and you get you can. So as you drink it, Jeff, you get the charm of the enchanter. So,
Charm of the Enchanter?
for the next 24 hours, you can cast the Friends cantrip as an action.
Okay.
So you are apparently talented in the School of Enchantment. That is what your body is talented at doing.
Huh.
You're able to make friends easily.
Man, that doesn't make any sense. I don't see you have any friends.
It's amusing because I have max charisma.
It's true. I know, it's very fitting, actually, that you rolled that. It's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. When after Glare says that, I turn around and look at him. It's like, I have many friends before I met you. Well, maybe not friends.
Glare will try a sniff of it too. So roll a d8.
D8.
Ha! My roll's higher.
You get the charm of the transmuter.
That actually strangely makes sense.
Which
This is kind of freaky right now.
I know, this is really weird that you guys are getting these. It allows you to cast the Prestidigitation cantrip as an action.
Okay.
At will. So I'll mark that down. Mina drinks it, and she gets what you'd think she would get. She gets the charm of the Abjurer.
Makes sense. Glare holds it up and offers it to Relvin and Xena.
I'm still AFK at the moment.
Okay.
Do you want to roll us to roll a d8 for you then, or?
Sure.
Someone do the honors for Relbin. And Xena, if you want, roll a d8 to see what you get from the sorting hat.
You got the same one as Glare.
Okay. Okay. Xena, you get the same charm as Mina. You get the charm of the Abjurer.
Aw, isn't that interesting that we both got the same charm?
That's really fucking interesting. You also get the charm of the Abjurer. You have protection magic. So you can cast the Blade Ward cantrip as an action at will for the next 24 hours.
What does it do?
Interesting.
I believe that takes an action and things doing.
Can you roll again for Relbin? I want everyone to have a different one.
Fair enough.
I don't want to. I don't. It's down.
D8. 6.
Okay. Relbin, you get the charm of the Illusionist.
Cool.
Ooh.
So you can cast the Minor Illusion cantrip
Ooh.
for 24 hours. Okay.
Blade Ward.
Alright, so let me write the rest of these down. So Glare rolled an 8, Xena rolled a 1, and Relbin rolled a...
Until the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for weapon attacks.
Okay.
Man, that's a nice defensive skill.
Alright.
The only downside is it basically eats your turn because it's a full action to cast it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's still pretty nice if you're like in a spot where you can't really attack and you just want to use something.
How does mine work?
It's the Blade Ward cantrip, so...
Okay.
That's the one I was just reading.
Oh.
Yeah, let me go back to it.
Until the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt by weapon attacks.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. The only problem is it takes your whole action to cast, so it's kind of not. It's yeah. Okay, so but yeah, you can do it whenever you want. So okay, but that's pretty much all that's of interest here. So you all can leave whenever. There's nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. When you walk back out, if you're going in a semicircle, the next area is the Tower of Conjuration. So next tower.
Next up.
Okay. You guys make your way in the semicircle and go to the Tower of Conjuration. I'm going to put you over to that map.
So you know it's the only downside to this parry? I can get any cantrip I want right now anyways.
Okay. As you approach the tower, you see that yellow arcane symbols are etched near the peak of this strangely shaped tower. While the streets are strewn here with debris, the area immediately around the tower appears to have been cleaned. A smooth metal door with an iron handle leads into the foot of the tower.
I don't think you're gonna fit in here like that right now, Zeta.
Down.
She shrinks. Mario style. To a small 10.5 feet tall size.
We can still drop her smaller.
You can. But there's
We haven't needed to yet.
yeah. There's a door that she could fit through. Basically about 10 feet wide.
Okay.
It's like it has
I'm gonna preemptively get detect magic going here so that I don't have to wait till we're in the tower to cast it.
Alright, you've got detect magic up and going. The door doesn't appear to be affected by any magic.
Okay, that's good. Good sign so far. The door's not dangerous.
I'm not opening this one.
Glare pushes it open.
So, first of all, as you walk up to the door, hold on, don't freak out. As you walk up to the door and begin to approach it to open the door, it's immediately, like as you get within about 5 feet of the door, you hear a lock sound, click, and then you detect that the door has abjuration on it as you get within 5 feet.
Oh, for the love of...
Interesting.
Like as you approach.
Is it another arcane lock?
Yeah, and it just triggered as soon as I stepped up. Glare's gonna take a step back.
It no longer has abjuration on it.
Glare dashes forward and tries to get through the door.
It gets the lock back.
Let me try a little experiment. I can cast Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have the Mage Hand go towards the door.
Yep.
And attempt to open the door.
It opens the door. Mage hand. Yep.
Glare steps to the front of the door and just kind of waits.
It's fine. Door's open now.
I would have thought of that eventually.
Okay. So do you guys go inside?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good.
Keep an eye out for traps.
I have detect magic going.
All right. So as you all enter this room, I'll read to you the stuff. This room contains plush chairs, sofas, and tables, which appear to have been damaged, then lightly mended and arranged in an orderly way. An impressive array of food is set on the tables of the room. You've got like all kinds of fruits, like you got bananas, you got grapes, you've got pastries, you've got a roast turkey, you've got like there's all kinds of really nice looking food here. You got mashed potatoes, you got mac and cheese, all kinds of food. And then there's a ornate gemstone studded chest that sits next to one of the sofas, radiating an aura of conjuration magic. And there is, on the east side of the room, a faintly glowing door that lies closed. And a... Hold on, I need my D4. And there's a snake with a conjuration aura around it. that is sitting quietly in a cage next to the door. And you hear the sounds of sweeping being heard all around the chamber.
I'm gonna walk up to the snake and say hello.
It's like sweeping. It doesn't seem to... it doesn't say anything back. Make a insight check.
Okay.
You don't think it's a real animal.
Interesting.
Probably a familiar or some sort of some kind.
Might be familiar.
Makes sense for conjuration.
Mina will sort of like go underneath you, Xena, as she sort of looks at the chest, and she will say, she'll tap your leg. She'll go, Xena, 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 Xena. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is? And she points to the big chest. She seems really excited.
No. What is it?
This is something that you will love. You're going to love this.
I assume it's magical.
Yes. She says,
Okay.
This chest is what we call an abracadabras.
What?
It's an abracadabras.
Yeah, I totally know all about abracadabras.
She'll tell you what an abracadabras is. I just want to get the information here. Hold on. Oh my god.
Oh shit, actually Glare might know what an abracadabras is. I guess it makes sense if it's an artifact.
So, an abracadabras is an ornate gemstone-studded wooden chest that weighs 25 pounds while it's empty, and its interior compartment measures 1.5 feet on one side. It has 20 charges, and whenever you touch the closed lid of the chest and expend one of its charges, you can name one or more non-magical objects, including food, liquid, raw materials, that total 1 gold or less, and the items will magically appear in the chest provided they can all fit inside. So, for example, you could conjure a plate of strawberries, or a bowl of hot soup, or a flagon of water, or a stuffed animal, or... yeah, and the food that is conjured by it are delicious, and you can, even get, like, ingredients to cook out of this thing.
Yeah.
That sounds useful as shit.
You could get so many tools and components from this thing.
It's so wonderful. She's really excited.
Well, nothing's stopping us from taking it, right? I take it it's not something I want to put in the bag of holding. I guess it's not technically a holding thing.
You can put it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you fit that thing into the bag of holding. You now have an abracadabras. Congratulations.
Yay.
Mina will start eating the food.
You don't want to... You do know that it's been, like, thousands of years. How do you know that stuff's still fresh?
No,
How is
quite,
it still fresh?
Quite delicious, actually.
Would
you like some?
I would actually probably not like some because... Okay, you know what? I am hungry.
They have chicken. Don't your kind like chicken?
Okay, that is actually very racist. But I will partake in some chicken. Not because it's anything that my race likes. Shut up, Jeff.
And then she'll look around at this feast here that's prepared for you all. She'll be like, oh, Xena! They have Elverquist wine here.
Clay looks at Xena. She's gonna need a lot of wine.
Xena, you would know that Elverquist wine is like the elven wine to have. It is like top shelf elven wine made of elven fruits that have been sort of laid out in summer sunlight, and it's just like the best elven wine ever.
She's gonna need a lot of wine.
Yeah, you take a bunch of it. You just chug a whole bottle by yourself. Yeah.
To be fair, a bottle to her is not that much.
Yeah, exactly. But the food's very nice. They have a wide variety. They got vegetarian options. They've got they were very cognizant of people's different tastes here. Like very progressive.
This is unexpected, to say the least.
You also notice, guys, as you guys are eating this food, there's the creature, the snake, changes forms. And Glare, with your detective skills and everything, you would wager it changes forms about once a minute, the creature. So it goes from a snake to a rat to an owl, and then to a cat. So snake, rat, owl, cat, and it just keeps shuffling through different ones. So like after the cat, it goes back to a rat, and then after the rat, it goes back to a snake. It's never the same creature twice in a row, but it like shuffles through cat, owl, rat, snake about every minute while you guys are eating the meal.
Weird.
I've never heard of a familiar doing that.
And so you do see that there is there's a faintly glowing door that lies sort of next to where the creature is. The snake. Or, well, whatever form it happens to be in.
Faintly glowing door near it?
Yeah, like leading to a different area of some kind.
I take it it's also conjuration magic on the door?
Yeah, you would be correct.
That makes me wonder if the door is somehow connected to the familiar.
Maybe so.
I guess Glaire's gonna approach the door.
Okay. Is anyone going with him?
I think Ralvin's still eating a little bit.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Okay, Jeff, you go with him. So as you two sort of like approach the door, and you begin to open the door, the two of you disappear and vanish. And you find yourselves...
You are cursed! You are cursed!
I'm gonna say, oh god, not this shit again.
Okay, for the
find
record,
yourself-
I'm not ever standing
You're not
beside a
hurt.
door.
You're not hurt. Hold on. Chill out. You're fine. You find yourselves in a different area. Okay. And in this different area, you see that there is a lavish room that is bathed in yellow light from magical candles around the perimeter. And the room is dominated by glowing runes that appear in a 10-foot radius circle on the floor and the ceiling. Within the circle stands a giant bipedal insect with powerful-looking mandibles and a long tail covered in razor-sharp spikes. A beautiful writing desk faces the north wall, and set within the south wall of the room, 4 stones glow with animal depictions. And there are doors that exit the room to the east and west. And the creature that you see looks like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Does he look friendly?
Would we either one know anything about it? Just by seeing what it looks like?
Make an Arcana check. Or religion.
Arcana is far better for me.
Same.
Okay.
Hey!
You've heard of this creature before. This is an ice devil. Ice devil. So let me just pull up the lore on this thing real quick to see. You guys both rolled higher than 20, so you would know that ice devils are found most commonly on the cold layers of Stygia and Cania. They serve as commanders of infernal armies of the Nine Hells, tormenting lesser devils, an outlet for anger and resentment. They yeah, that's pretty much it. They're basically like fairly high-ranking devils within the hierarchy of devils in the Nine Hells.
Awesome. Double
Stygia
commander.
being the sixth layer of hell.
Though probably not friendly.
And yeah, like when you approach it or when you enter the room, it will telepathically reach out to you, and it will say, "Let me out of my prison. I can help you."
Yeah, I'm not really inclined to do that. I don't know why everyone thinks I really like letting people out of prisons right now.
I'm very powerful.
Yeah, that's all the more reason not to let you out.
And so are we.
Okay. Well, yeah, so that thing's there. It's trying to bother you telepathically. Yeah, so what do? There's, like I said, there's the desk, like sort of behind this devil that you can see on the map there. And then there's, like, to the south, there's these animal depictions on the wall.
Can we try to... There's, like, is there anything back behind us that indicates that we can go back to the room we just came from?
No. Not
Okay.
that you can see right now.
I guess we might as well take a look around, Cat.
I'm inclined to agree. Not much else to do here. And carefully as so not to disturb the barrier for this thing.
Okay, so you look around. You see that when you approach the south wall, that you can see that there are 4 stones with animal depictions on them. There's recognizable as a cat, an owl, a rat, and a snake. And they appear to be buttons. When you investigate the chest and you open them, it seems as though, like, the chest itself is, like, empty when you look inside.
That's disappointing.
It's interesting that those buttons are all of the different forms that Familiar was taking while we were eating.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Maybe we should take them with us.
Are the buttons nailed down, or...?
Oh, I thought you were talking about, like, pin buttons. Are they, like, buttons on the desk?
They're kind of like engraved into the wall. Like, they're
okay.
Yeah, they're like in the wall, and you can sort of depress them. And once you all take a look around for about, a couple minutes or so, you see that the door begins to glow again.
Maybe we could go back walking towards it again?
Your worth a shot?
Yeah, so
We should... Yeah, why not? We'll see if we can get back to the others.
Yeah, you open the door, and you appear where the others are.
You're back.
That was interesting.
What happened?
Oh, just stared down an ice devil. Nothing that out of the ordinary for us.
I'm pretty sure it was another level of the tower. There's a imprisoned ice devil up there with some interesting stuff that has to do with this Familiar, we think.
Ooh, an ice devil, you say?
Don't get any ideas.
Well, why not? They're very friendly.
Because I don't like it. I don't like it when you get ideas.
Did you just say they're friendly?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, keep in mind she was with Manchun, so, I don't really trust that judgment.
I feel like your friendly and my friendly are very different things, Mina.
I work with devils all the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
As long as you draft a contract, they'll abide by it.
I have no interest in creating a contract with this devil.
Suit yourself.
Anyways, I would wager a guess that that's probably where the next step of this ritual would be somehow engraved, so we probably need to get back up there. So, Claire will try the door again?
Okay, you try it by yourself. So as you try it again, you notice before you leave that the animal on the thing...
Sorry, you cut out. What'd you say?
God damn it. When you try the door again, you notice that the animal on the door is a rat before you leave. And you teleport to the other side. And you're back in that room. And the rest of you see that the door is now... has lost its magic.
Oh. Well then.
Give it a moment.
About a minute goes by. And the door reactivates, and the animal changes to a owl. So it goes from rat to owl.
If I sent my familiar through the door, would I be able to see what it sees from where it's at, or no? Is that even doable?
Yeah, with your intelligence, you would say that you could either leave your familiar here and go through the door yourself, or because to open the door you'd have to
Yeah, I'd have to get close enough to
open it yourself. So the familiar you could maybe have stay here.
Okay. So I shout back to Relvin and say, Relvin, cast speak with animals.
Don't need to.
Oh, that's right. You can already speak with them. Okay. I'm going to leave my raven here. I'm just going to give it a second, and I'm going to see where this one takes me. And I'm going to approach the door with the owl instead.
Okay. So you set your raven down in this room, and then you go and teleport through the door. And you appear now next to Glare. And, yeah, so as the door, so now there is a rat again in the familiar side, where Relvin and Mina are, and your raven is there, but Jeff, you're in this room now.
Okay. So I'm going to tell him I have an idea, but I need the two of them. So what, we had snake, rat, owl, and cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So up here we've got a rat and an owl, right?
Right now, right before you went through the door, it was a rat. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. So Glare's the owl. I'm the rat, right?
It changes it cycles every minute. So now that if every minute,
and it seems to be random. You were saying, right?
Yeah, it's random, but it's every minute it changes. The only rule is that it has to be so far that you've noticed that it has to be a different animal each time.
Well, I mean, okay. So my theory, I'll just say what my theory is. My theory is, since there's 4 of us, and there's 4 of the actual familiars and everything.
There's 5 of us.
Well, no, I know, but there's 4 of us that can come through the door and push the buttons. I thought maybe we could try, each one of us going through the door with a different familiar on it, and then each one of us push our corresponding button and see what happens.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to relay that to the other 2 with my bird and tell them to come through with a cat and a snake.
Okay.
Okay.
So
I pass this along to Mina.
Mina will be like, all right, sure. And so it switches to owl. No. You wait longer. Cat appears.
We're going to be here for hours.
Oh, somebody go.
So Mina will go when it's cat. And then so you just wait, Relvin, until it's snake. And then go? Okay, so you just wait. Eventually it becomes snake. And you go.
Alright.
And you think if we hit our individual buttons, it will just do something in this room?
Possibly. I just
Well,
hope it doesn't let this guy out.
Okay, so who's hitting the first button?
Well, we'll just hit whichever our corresponding buttons are.
Yeah, at the same time?
All at the same time?
What do you guys think? One at a time or all at the same time?
I say all at the same time.
All at the same time it is.
Okay, so when you all press the button, this pit opens up underneath you, and you all begin to fall. So yeah, and underneath the pit are black tentacles.
Featherfall!
Oh shit.
I need you
Give us
all,
a couple more seconds.
Yeah. So no, it's 10 feet, so it's not,
Oh, okay,
it's
fair
not
enough.
super. So you...
If you say deck save, I swear to God.
That's probably a freaking deck save. Hold on.
Oh no.
You need to make a deck save.
I have slow fall or whatever.
You're fine right now, Xena. They're the ones who are dealing with this. Yeah, so you all make a dex. Everyone make a dex save, including Mina. Mina saves.
I'm waiting to see what Jeff gets.
Yeah, Jeff.
So I'm contemplating another idea.
Okay.
3d6.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I would hurt them if I did
Oops.
that. So.
8 points.
Ooh.
So
I'm gonna use Flash of Genius on Glare.
Okay, so Glare and Jeff, you both save.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was.
So. When a creature
Oh,
enters
that's
the affected area, the creature must succeed on a dex save or take 3d6 bludgeoning and be restrained. So, Relbin, you are restrained as the tentacles grab you, and you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage from the tentacles, and you are currently restrained.
Okay.
And the rest of you are just sort of on the ground in this 10-foot by 10-foot trap, and you and the ground is like difficult terrain. So we'll say you guys are in a sort of initiative order. So Jeff, what do you do first? You see Relbin is being like squeezed by these black tentacles.
Can I like try using Eldritch Blast to like cut him loose?
No, it's not really a creature. It's more like a magical effect.
Okay. Damn. I don't know how to dispel magic or anything like that. I don't really know what I can do to help him. Anybody have any ideas?
I mean, Galare's probably going to try to just pull him free.
I guess I'm just going to try to help Glare pull him out.
Okay. So you help Glare try to pull him out. Okay, I will say, Relbin, make a strength or a dexterity check with advantage. As one, Jeff is trying to help you out.
Oh, with advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a check, by the way, not a save. So
Oh shit.
Oh, a
that's
check.
still low, but it's still
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you're still stuck in there, and you take another 3d6 tentacle damage here. 1 plus 5, 6 plus 2, 8 points of bludgeoning damage again as you're being constricted by this thing. Mina.
Okay.
Mina will fly out with her broom, but she does need to, since she's starting her turn there. That is already restrained. Okay, never mind. She's not restrained. So yeah, she just flies out of there. Glare, what do you want to do?
I guess I'm going to try to pull Relbin free of the tentacles and get him out.
Okay. Go ahead and make a Relbin make another dexterity, acrobatics check, or athletics, and try to do it with advantage.
All right.
Oh my
Do I-
goodness.
Do I get a turn?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a spell magic 3rd level.
Okay, go ahead and make a dispel magic check.
It's D20 plus.
Your spellcasting modifier, so plus your wisdom mod.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so you cast, but it unfortunately has no.
Oh, Glare has an idea. Glare has an idea.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Glare pulls out a potion, pops the flask, and pours it down Relvan's throat.
Okay.
Potion of gaseous form.
Okay. Relvin, you turn into gas.
Ha! Knew the thing would come in
And
handy.
you slowly float up out of the thing.
Glare grabs Jeff and climbs out himself with Jeff over his shoulder.
Okay. Make a, since you're doing this and there's tentacles everywhere, make a strength athletics check.
Alright.
As you're trying to climb out of this black tentacly pit. Yeah, no problem. You climb your way out of the pit. Yeah, and then once you are all out of the pit, the trapdoor sort of shuts back.
Okay, so I'm guessing that was the wrong answer.
Yeah. Jeff, make it. Oh, is he still here?
He's not. Said he was going to be back in a sec.
Oh, okay. All right.
Man, my rolls were pretty cursed there.
I saw that. I'm sorry. I should have thought of the gaseous potion form.
Yeah, it's okay.
Make a intelligence check, Glare. See if you can get
Alright.
hints on this thing.
A D20 plus 4, I think. Plus 4.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're like, man, what is going on here?
Maybe if we press them in order, but this time we tie a rope around people so they don't fall.
I'm more inclined to believe it has something to do with the familiar. I think we're on track with that.
I'll have Mina make an intelligence check to see if she can come up with anything. She'll say, perhaps we could use the familiar to tell us a sort of sequence.
Didn't see. Maybe. I thought it was at random, but perhaps it wasn't.
What if we have to press the button while the familiar's in that shape?
That could be it. So we need someone to be able to relay. I might have just the thing. Let me just read
Jeff would know that he can actually see through the eyes. He can see through the eyes of his familiar.
I'm back, sorry. And I will say, yeah, I can just tell you when the familiar is a specific shape and we can just push the button. We don't even have to do anything else.
Alright.
Let me do it. Push the buttons, I'll transform into a bat.
Okay.
I mean, you still have the effects of gaseous form for, I think, an hour.
Oh. But I can't even talk.
No, I think that just... Hang on, let me just look up the spell again, because I can't remember the effects of it. Because I think you can choose to be in gaseous form. Or not. Let's see. Gaseous form. You transform willing creation. While in this form, target's only method of target enter and occupy. Shit. You transform willing creature. Everything is secured. And does it actually last for a full hour? Dang.
He just a gas cloud for an hour?
Yeah.
Well, alright then.
And I don't see any way to end it early. Alright, well, that's fun.
I mean, at least he's not, being constricted anymore, so that's a thing.
I mean, I still stand by the idea. I think it was brilliant.
Mina will just sort of wave a hand through him, like...
So,
Yeah, you can't do that, can you?
Actually, I can. I just don't do it often.
Hey, can I talk while in gaseous form?
You cannot talk or manipulate objects.
Okay, so you guys didn't hear what I said.
Probably not.
No.
I know it has something to do with the friggin'... Like, Glare does know that it has something to do with the familiar. That much is obvious. Great.
I mean, you guys can still try. This gets into weird metagame territory, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you can still try it. It's whatever.
All right, Jeff. Do you see what thing it is right now? The familiar.
I can. Which one is it?
It is a snake.
So it's a snake, and I tell him that, say, push it and see what
Alright.
happens.
Glare pushes the snake button.
Okay. Nothing happened so far. A minute later, it changes to a owl.
I assume Glare will try to press the L button.
Yep. Minute later, it changes to a rat.
Okay, rat button.
And a minute later, it changes back to an owl.
Owl button?
Okay.
Glare's like getting ready to jump.
You hear a small noise, like doo 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 noise.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now what do you do?
Did anything change in the room here?
You go back to the desk drawer where now your magical spider sense is tingling inside the desk.
Glare sense is tingling.
Yes. And inside the desk, you see a figurine of an owl. You see a 1,000 gold ruby, 100 gold worth. I'm just gonna give you all this stuff. All this. So I'm just gonna paste this all copy.
Yeah,
for you.
okay.
If it'll let me, jeez Louise. Okay. Yeah. So you gain a 1,000 gold worth ruby, 100 gold worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs, 300 gold worth of rare chalks and inks, and 3,120 gold pieces. And there's also a scroll that contains second, summon a flame in the palm of your hand.
That sounds right up your alley, Relb. Oh.
Yeah.
Robin just shrugs.
And there's also
See him bob up and down a little bit as a cloud.
and also there's the figurine of an owl.
Maybe this owl figurine is what we needed.
There's also
So that gold is separate from the everything else we found?
Yeah,
The 3,000. Oh shit, that's a lot.
yeah, it's
Yep.
a lot of stuff.
Holy shit. It's a cool puzzle, though.
Yeah, it was a cool puzzle. Alright.
Okay, so what now?
Well, we got the second part of the ritual, so I don't think we need to be here anymore.
Yeah, the only thing else you will see, there are some bookshelves, and Mina will definitely be interested in those bookshelves. There's also a door, another door leading to the east.
Might as well try it before we leave, just to see.
Yeah, might as well. I
Okay.
agree.
So, first from the bookshelves, Mina will learn some lore about the city. She learns that, according to this book, many of the city's residents own strange, chimeric pets, with winged hares and venomous baboons being particularly popular. Apparently, the chimeric creator at the menagerie was the design of High Conjurer Damorith.
We've heard that name a couple of times, haven't we?
Few times, yeah.
And she'll also learn 4 more other pieces of lore. One sec. Let me consult my lore table. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on.
According to the lower table, you know nothing.
Yeah, hold on. I
Yeah.
should really figure out where this thing is. Yes, they're in lore. There it is. Okay. Okay, so she first learns that Every wizard in the Enclave was obliged to carve their own wand from the nether oak at the heart of the Arboretum. She learns that, she already knew this, but there's an ancient obelisk standing in the shadow of the spire of Iriel Arthas. Using this obelisk and a staff of power, one can turn back time. Well, we already learned that. And she learned that Ythrin was held aloft by the magic of an arcane sphere known as a Mythalar. The Mythalar also had the power to recharge magic items and control the weather.
Huh.
And finally,
What's that? Glaire's gonna make an airship?
there was a meditation center called the Hall of Weightless Wonder that was an invaluable pursuit for the city's elite, apparently. Hall of Weightless Wonder. So yeah, you learn that bit of lore. And as you learn that and you open the door to the next area, you see that a foyer opens up into a double staircase that leads to a second floor, as a grand chandelier hangs from the ceiling, basking this room in a warm glow. There are exquisite carpets and tapestries that line the floors and walls. You appear to be in a mansion of some kind. And several, like 2 rows of servants across the middle, like magic servants across this like red carpet that rolls all the way up, leading to a double staircase. 2 rows of like butlers and maids sort of line this place.
We should probably get Zeta in here.
Yeah. And that's where we'll stop for tonight.
Congratulations!
Yay! Yeah.
Yay. I just want to roll one more time to see what would happen. See, get my crushed rolls out of the way.
Okay.
Yep, another crushed roll.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, thanks guys for watching. We love you all, and tune in next time to see what's up with this random mansion in this place, and to see how the meddlers do with the rest of the.
Relevant is stuck in gaseous form for the next hour because Glare didn't think of that.
The way I'm rolling, I'd rather be stuck in gaseous form.
Yeah, at least he's not dying from asphyxiation.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, with that next roll, you wouldn't have gotten out either.
Yep.
Alright. Y'all just left the poor ice devil hanging. Alright.
Yeah, Glaire's not gonna fuck with that.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll go ahead and end the stream. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Good luck. Have fun. Don't die.
We'll try to play again Tuesday afternoon. Bye.
People try. Bye.